Hey friends, good morning. Today is Monday, the 27th of October, and the sun is shining, the birds are singing, we've got a slight breeze. It's a beautiful day. How about we do some yoga? Let's get started on our mat. We're going to start standing up today. So place your feet shoulder width apart, directly under your hips. Stack those shoulders on top of your hips. Center that chest, tuck that chin, and let's start doing some baby cat cow exercises to warm up our torso. Inhale on the open, exhale on the close. Let's bring our body into our Tadasana pose here. Big inhale, arms come over our head. Big stretch, make yourself big. Big inhale, and on your exhale, blow it all out and bring your arms down. One more time. Big inhale, make yourself big. Exhale, blow it out. Let's take a big inhale. Long exhale. One more time. Big inhale. Long exhale. Bring that right ear to your right shoulder. Inhale and exhale. Bring your chin down towards your armpit. And let's inhale up, left ear to left shoulder. And on that exhale, bring your chin to your left armpit. Let's bring that head back up to neutral. Arms come out to our sides, parallel to the ground. Palms turn up toward the ceiling. And let's bring that right ear to that right shoulder. And inhale up, exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Nice. And let's twist our palms, alternating open or up rather and down. And simultaneously, let's turn our head right and left. And now come up onto your tippy toes. Bring one heel back down to the floor. So you've got one heel up and one heel down. Inhale, exhale, come down. Let's come up to our tippy toes. Bring the other heel down. Leave one hip up. Arms come back out to the side. Twist those palms. Turn that head. Inhale. Up over your head. Make yourself big. And exhale. Bring it all the way down. Nicely done. One more time. Arms come up on the inhale. This time on the exhale, crescent over to the side. Get a little bit of a side stretch going. Inhale, exhale to the other side. And let's bring our arms down. Kick your right ankle back. Grab it with your right hand. Point that knee to the ground. Bend that left knee if you need to. And let's do our runner's stretch here. Big inhale. Exhale, come down and switch. Keep that knee pointed to the ground. Tuck those hips. And release. Let's stand up nice and tall in our Tadasana. Hips are curved under, shoulders are back and down, feet are shoulder width apart, hips, knees, shoulders stacked on top of our ankles, palms are facing forward. Bring one leg forward. Big inhale, and on your exhale, open your shoulders to the side of that leg that's forward. Inhale, exhale, press your fingertips toward the floor. Big inhale, on your exhale, rotate back to front. Bring that front leg to the back. Tuck those hips, straighten those shoulders. Palms face the ceiling. Big inhale. And on your exhale, open those shoulders to that front leg. Inhale, fingers reach toward the floor. And back around to front. Shake it out. We're going to do one more stretch here. We're going to do our standing camel pose. A little bit modified. We're going to start again in our Tadasana, feet shoulder width apart. Everything is parallel and stacked. Chin is tucked. Hips are tucked under. Rib cage is centered. And we're going to bring our hands around to the back. Clasp your hands behind you. Big inhale, and on your exhale, press that chest out while you press your hands towards the floor. Tuck those hips underneath to guard your low back. And while you're in this position, maybe think about how you're coming to your mat today. And release. Let's do a little bit of a cat and cow here. And come to the top of your mat, feet shoulder width apart, stacked and tucked, centered, shoulders are back and down. Big inhale. On our exhale, we're going to come down into our chair. So we're going to sink our hips, raise our arms, keep our knees behind our toes. Hands or upper arms are nice and close to your ears. If that's an issue, bring your hands to heart center. Big inhale, sink those hips, raise those shoulders. Big inhale here. Send that right foot back. Hands come up by your ears, arms rather, come up by your ears. Front leg bends. Keep your knee directly over top of your ankle. Put a little stretch in that right quad. Big inhale here. Remember to keep those hips tucked. Shoulders are down and away from your ears. Big inhale. Hands come to heart center. And while you're here, when did you do something good lately? Maybe call to mind something good, a good deed that you did. One last inhale. On your exhale, bring those hands up by your ears. Open that right hip to the right side. Hands come down to shoulder level, parallel to the floor, into your warrior. Back leg pivots so that it's back foot pivots so that it's parallel to the short edge of your mat. One last inhale. On your exhale, straighten that left knee. Pivot your feet around to the side of your mat. Bring your feet to a 45-degree angle. Tuck those hips so we guard against an arch in our low back. Engage those glutes. Engage that tummy. Hands come back out to shoulder level. Big inhale. On your exhale, bend forward at the hips. Hinge forward. Let your hands fall down to the floor and come into a nice, yummy forward bend. Release your head to the floor. Maybe you grab your elbows. Maybe you wiggle your hips side to side. Alternate a stretch in those hips. Big inhale. On your exhale, bend those knees, straighten that back. Send your shoulders up, your hips down. Bend those knees and come into your goddess position. Keep those hips tucked. Arms come out to the side and bend at the elbow. So we're at a 90-degree angle. Big inhale. On your exhale, straighten those knees, straighten those arms. Bring that left hand to your left shin. Right hand comes over your head towards the ceiling. Try to stack your left hand, left shoulder, and right hand. Keep those hips facing forward. Big inhale. Come back up to your starfish. Bend that left knee. Send that left foot parallel to the long edge of your mat. Right foot is parallel to the short edge of your mat. Tuck those hips. Shoulders are on top of your hips. Big breath in. On your exhale, left elbow finds your left knee. Right arm comes over your head. In our extended side angle, left knee is over top of your left ankle. Our meditation for today: let us not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Big inhale. On your exhale, come back up to your starfish. Feet switch places. Left foot is parallel to the short edge of your mat. Right foot is parallel to the long edge of your mat. Big inhale. On your exhale, right hand finds your right shin. Left hand comes over your head, and we're stacking our left hand, left shoulder, right hand, and we're going to look up at our left hand. Big inhale, big exhale. Big inhale, big exhale. On your inhale, come up, back up to your starfish position. Slide that right knee so that it comes over top of your right ankle. Right elbow finds your right knee. Left arm comes over your head into your extended side angle on the other side. Big breath in. Big breath out. Big inhale. Hands come back to shoulder level. Right knee stays bent over top of your right ankle. We're in our warrior two. Big breath in. On your exhale, release those shoulders back down your back. Inhale. On your exhale, swing your left hand around to meet your right hand on top, up by your ears. Right knee is over top of your right ankle. Left foot pivots. So now both of our feet are long down our mat. Big inhale. Hands come to heart center on your exhale. On your next inhale, shoulders come over top of your knee, left knee bends. Press up to bring your left foot to your right foot and stand up into your Tadasana. Nicely done, friends. Wiggle it out. Shake it out. Grab a drink of water if you need. Come back to your Tadasana at the top of your mat. Inhale, hands come over your head. Exhale, tummy tightens. Hips slide forward very slightly. Armpits open to the corner of the ceiling. Big inhale. On your exhale, send those hips back. Shoulders come down and forward. And we're going to hang in our forward bend. Maybe you rock left and right. Release that head to the floor. Maybe you grab your elbows. Big inhale. On your exhale, hands find your shins. Spine comes to neutral. We're in an L shape. Top of our head is reaching towards the front of the room. Chin is tucked. Nose is pointed towards the floor. Big inhale. And on your exhale, alternate bending and straightening your knees into a nice nerve floss there. Inhale. On your exhale, hands find the mat. Feet come back into your plank. Hips slide forward and down. So we're in a nice long straight line from our shoulder through our hips to our ankles. Big inhale. If you have chaturanga available to you, do that now. I'm going to demonstrate bringing knees to the mat, elbows bend, forehead comes down. Big inhale. On your exhale, shoulders come off the mat. And we're looking at the front edge of our mat. Big inhale. On your next exhale, send those hips up towards the ceiling. Press up into your downward dog. Pedal those feet. Inhale. Knees find the mat. We're going to stay here in our tabletop pose. On your inhale, look at those knees, arch, send, round that back, send your back up towards the ceiling. And exhale, send your belly towards the floor. Look at the front edge of your mat. Alternate 2 more times. And spine comes to neutral. Bring those shoulders up so we're in a kneeling position. Big inhale, roll those shoulders back and down. Make sure your knees are directly underneath of your hips, shoulder width apart. Stack those hips, those shoulders. Roll those hips underneath. Tuck that chin. Center your rib cage. Bring your scapula back and down. Palms are facing forward to the front of the room. On your inhale, slide your weight over your left knee. Right foot comes out to the side. The sole of your foot is flat on the floor or on the mat. Big inhale. On your inhale, send your left hand to the floor. Right arm comes up and over, and we're in a kneeling side angle here. In this position, once again, we want to stack our shoulders and our right and left hand on top of each other. On your next exhale, think about pressing your hips forward slightly. Open that chest toward the corner of the ceiling. Maybe your right foot slides back a little. Big inhale. On your exhale, send those hips back. Bring that right hand forward to touch the mat. Inhale. On your exhale, right arm comes back over your head. Hips slide forward. And we're going to alternate, touching the mat in front of us and opening to the ceiling. And while you're here, maybe think about a time when God was good to you. Sink your breath. Last time. Big inhale. Let your right hand fall behind you as you press your chest and hips forward. And exhale. Drop that arm, drop that shoulder, knee finds the mat. Body comes up to a kneeling position once again. Let's do a kneeling cat and cow. Sink your breath. And stay in that kneeling position. Come back to knees shoulder width apart. Hips are stacked on top of knees. Chest is centered. Shoulders are on top of hips. Rotate that pelvis slightly under. Scapula come back away from your ears. Big inhale here. On your exhale, weight slides over your right knee. Left leg comes out long beside you. Right hand finds the mat. Left arm comes up over your head. We're stacking our right wrist, shoulder, left wrist. Big inhale. On your exhale, bring that right arm next to your ear. Send those hips forward slightly. Maybe your left foot comes back slightly and look at the ceiling. Maybe your right arm falls behind you. Inhale. As you exhale, Bring that right arm to the floor. Close your shoulders towards the floor. Hips slide back slightly. And inhale, open back up to the ceiling. Exhale, come down. Inhale, open up to the ceiling. Exhale, come down. Inhale, press those hips forward. Exhale, come down. One more time. Inhale, open to the ceiling. Left arm falls behind you. Hips press forward. And exhale. Hands find the mat. Knees find the mat. Hands come back around in front of you into your tabletop. Cat and cow here. One more time. Knees come wide to the edge of the mat. Toes come together. Hips come back over your ankles. Arms reach long in front of you. Forehead finds the mat. 3 deep inhale. Exhales here. As you inhale, press up to your tabletop. Come back onto your knees. Hips find the mat. Feet come around in front of you. So we're sitting kind of in a V shape, a weird M shape, W, whatever. Float those heels off the mat. Toes are on the mat. Hands are grabbing your knees. Big inhale here. Spine is in a nice neutral position. Shoulders are away from your ears. Inhale. On your exhale, float those toes. Hands come down towards your sides. And let's alternate elongating our legs. Knees come back up to your chest. Rock back onto your back. As you're on your back, maybe rock left and right to give your low back a little bit of a massage. Bring your left foot long in front of you, your left leg. Keep that right leg up to your chest. Hug that knee. Maybe your right knee drops over to your left side. Your right arm comes long to the side. Maybe you look at your right arm. Big inhale, come back. Your knee comes back to your chest. Left knee comes up to your chest. Right foot and leg come down to the floor. Hug that left knee. Big inhale. On your exhale, right knee falls over to the side, across your body to the right. Left arm comes long next to your body. Maybe you look at your left arm. Big inhale. Exhale back to center. Both knees come up to your chest. Hug your knees one last time. On your exhale, both legs come long in front of you. Shoulders relax into the floor. Head, neck releases into the floor. Hips, feet fall open to the side. Arms relax into the floor. Let's rest here for 1 minute while we consider what the Lord says about goodness while we listen. Wiggle those fingers and toes. Circle those ankles and those wrists. Wiggle those elbows and those knees. Turn over onto your side. Scripture says, surely I will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Big inhale, press up into a seated position. Stack those shoulders over top of those hips. Pull your scapula down your back. Hands find your knees. Big inhale. Exhale, hands come to heart center. May the light of the living God bless you and keep you today, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so appreciative that you're here. I'll see you tomorrow.